Let's use the change of seasons as an excuse to be the person we dream of being. Because why the heck not? It is pretty much an endless endeavor of mine to try to enjoy cooking more, because it's not something that I particularly enjoy. I was just raised to look outward for validation rather than inward, to trust other people's opinions and needs and feelings over my own. I lived in a perpetual state of gaslighting myself. Maybe it'll be our dream girl summer. This is so nice. It feels like summer outside. It is sunny, it is warm, and I decided to make myself like a little picnic, and I decided to read. But as seems to always happen, whenever I try and read a book outside, I always fall asleep. I get through one page, two at the most, and it's like squinting from the sun and the warmth on my back. It just makes me fall instantly asleep. It's so cozy. But I think I need to accept that reading outside isn't actually ever gonna be a thing for me because I just fall asleep. I'm reading this romance novel. As we enter into the summer months, I crave lighthearted romance, and this is A Secret Cornish Summer. Ooh, by Philippa Ashley. And it's fine. I don't think I would recommend it, but sometimes you just need like a really surface level, cheesy, lighthearted romance, and that is exactly this. It centers around a 33-year-old woman who runs her own coffee shop on the coast of Cornwall. And the thing that I like the most about it, actually, I've realized something about myself, and it's that I love a grandma trope. And there is this absolutely lovable grandma in this story. She is 90 years old, she is witty, she is charming, and she's confident, and she's just so lovable. And she was my favorite character. And yes, there is a love interest, there's a man, and the romance is very surface level. It's just like, hold on, there's a car passing. I hope it's not a delivery. That would be funny. It's just a surface level romance, which is exactly what I was craving. So yeah, maybe check it out, maybe don't, but I am enjoying it. In case you're wondering, I did indeed fan my hair out like this for the video, so I hope you like it because I made an effort. Also, I made myself a jar of sunshine tea, which is one of my favorite summertime traditions. It's something I can only do when it gets 80 degrees or higher, and today the high is 81 degrees in Portland, which again just feels like summer. And I feel like we have so many ways to celebrate winter with Christmas and fall with fall things and Halloween, but there's not much for summer. And so I like to have tiny little things that I can do during summer and only summer. And this sunshine tea is one of those things. I call it my sunshine tea simply because I brew it in the sunlight. And if I'm feeling like very extra, very fairy tale extra, I'll try and brew it in the sunlight of the sunset and the sunrise over the course of a day. Anybody can have their own sunshine tea. It's not like a specific brand, but I am using a Douglas fir spring tip tea, and I'll link it if I'm able to find it. But to me, the Douglas fir spring tip tea tastes and smells exactly like the forests here. Drinking a cup of this feels like walking through the forest, or tastes like walking through the forest. I feel like I sound crazy, but it's the little things. You gotta find joy in the little things. In the same vein of creating literally any possible reason or way to romanticize summer, and in any season really, I love having seasonal mugs, and these are my summer seasonal mugs. Look at that. Oh. That is the taste of summer. If you have not already, you guys, go ahead and make yourselves a heartwarming cup of sunshine tea. Grab your coziest of comfy blankets, and let's enjoy this day together. It is pretty much an endless endeavor of mine to try to enjoy cooking more, because it's not something that I particularly enjoy. I almost always would rather be doing something else than spending my time cooking, but it's such a good form of self-care, and also is just absolutely essential, and it's something that I'm just always going to have to do, so I might as well enjoy it if I can. And one of the ways I'm trying to enjoy cooking and baking more is with cookbooks. And I recently got this Make It Vegan by Madeline Olivia. She has her own YouTube channel, and I really highly recommend it. I have followed her since 2016, I want to say. I recently got this cookbook. It has so many good recipes. You don't need a gourmet pantry to be able to make these recipes, and they're pretty simple. This is like a really good beginner-friendly cookbook. And I came across her marmalade muffins recipe, and it sounds so good, and I've been wanting to make them for a while now. So today is the day. That's what's on the menu. Okay, if I'm gonna do that, I actually need the recipe. Oh, I need to grease the muffin pan. Do you know the muffin pan? We gotta grease this baby. 2 teaspoons baking powder. 1. Whoops. Why am I so bad at this? A pinch of baking soda. Nothing makes me more nervous than ambiguous baking directions. I hope that was a pinch. Is it really a teaspoon? That's a lot of cinnamon. Let's see. Oh, I got some on the page. I got some cinnamon on the book page, and I really love it when that happens. When you dirty up a cookbook, oh, big points. Okay, a pinch, another pinch. That's right, pinch of salt. There is a pinch. Yay!
Yeah. So it'll be great for going around hood.
That's a lot of zest. Get in there, zest. Zesty is one of my favorite words to describe how I want my life to be. I want to live a zesty life, and anytime I consume zest of any sort, I like to imagine that it becomes like a part of me and a part of my personality and the way I live my life. So these zesty orange muffins are gonna be big zest additions to life. I hope these muffins make me zestier. I'm excited about the 10.
I'm hot.
It's hot out there. Have fun.
All right. Love you.
I love you. Ah, that smells amazing. In they go. in 20 minutes. I brought you into my office, which is a place that you guys don't really see very often because I don't film in here. It's more of like a behind the scenes, how I run my business. If you don't know, I'm an illustrator, and it's actually how I make most of my income is through selling my art. And I have so many postcard prints from over the years. It's been a journey, and every single postcard is attached to a core memory. For example, I vividly remember crying while I painted this because this was when Landon left to do the PCT hike from Mexico to Canada, and I was by myself for 5 months. And this moment actually happened. Rue and I went to the coast and we camped, and we woke up one morning to the most beautiful rainbow with a stormy sky over the ocean, and I knew in that moment everything would be okay. I spent a day in December in a coffee shop working on this, and it was a really happy, special, simple day, and I also vlogged it. It's in my 2022 Vlogmas, I think, and this is just a sweet memory attached to it. I painted this when I had COVID. This was made during a fever dream, you guys. I painted this in just a couple of hours at like 3 a.m. I remember I just couldn't sleep. And so I got up and I decided to paint, and this is what came of that. I think that this is perhaps my all-time favorite illustration I've ever done. It's so whimsical and is just, I don't know, it reminds me of Peter Pan, specifically the pirate ship and the good thoughts. You have to think good thoughts if you want to fly. I just love it. I love it so much. There's so much life, so many moments in these little illustrations, and I brought you guys into my office because I'm actually preparing for a spring sale on my website. I mean, I guess it might not be obvious, but I sell these. I sell these. This is how I make the bulk of my living, actually. I have an online shop, Morgan Long Creative, where you can purchase any of these postcards. I also sell stickers and do the occasional random product like a sweatshirt or a puzzle. But I'm having a spring 50% off sale on my website. And I also have a Patreon, and if you sign up to my cinnamon and clove tier, I mail out a monthly postcard and sticker illustrated by me every single month, and my website is 4 months behind my Patreon. The muffins are ready! Bada bing, bada boom. Oh yes, immaculate. Yummy yum. They look like they could be burnt though. Okay, it's time to taste test one of these muffins. Come on. There we go. I think I burned them. The recipe said to cook for 20 minutes, but this looks thoroughly burnt. I think I like it. I want to try a non-burnt one just to see. This one isn't burnt. Okay, really like them. Not sweet at all. Very breakfast friendly, I'd say. Not overpoweringly sugary. More on the bread side of things. It doesn't taste like bread, but it's dense and hearty with a hint of zest and sugar. Just a hint of sweetness. It's really good. I really like them. I recommend them. brought you into my bedroom because, keeping in line with doing what we can to celebrate a season, I really enjoy having autumn and winter wardrobe and a spring and summer wardrobe. And we've reached the point in the year where I've started having to fish out spring and summer things from up here more than I reach for my sweaters. Which sweaters are just my absolute favorite article of clothing, always. I actually get a lot of comments from people saying that they really struggle during the summer. For me, winter is the hardest season, but a lot of people struggle through summer, and I can totally see why. It's hot. It can be not fun to be outside. It could just be uncomfortable to exist. Like, you just exist in perpetual sweat and stickiness. And there's no holiday to look forward to. This is why we need to make our own things to look forward to. And for me, one of those truly is my spring summer clothes. I probably have enough room in my closet to have all of my clothes together, but there's something about putting clothes away for 6 months at a time, and then the excitement of opening it again. It feels like having new clothes. It's like I'm putting on my spring summer Morgan, which in my case tends to be more zesty, more lively, more vibrant, more energized, and golden. Let's use the change of seasons as an excuse to be the person we dream of being. I want to challenge myself to wear the clothes, wear the shoes that I thought I would feel confident enough to wear by this age. I've always thought, like, that's for later. Oh, I'll wear heels when I'm 27. I'll probably feel confident enough and have my life together enough to be the sort of woman that wears heels when I'm 27. Or like maybe when I'm 30, it won't feel silly to make an effort in doing my hair and my makeup and like wearing trench coats or dresses places or like earrings, jewelry. I don't know. I'm beginning to realize more and more that I'm not ever gonna feel like that woman. It's more that I just have to make the decision to be her. I decide to wear the shoes, and hopefully the feeling of confidence will follow. Seriously, like, what are we waiting for? What holds us back from being her? I say we, I mean me, but I'm assuming that you also have this same experience. I'm almost 30. I'm almost 30. And I don't yet feel that confidence. It just feels like time is slipping away and it's now or never. Like, this is the time to be doing these things. So, zest and dresses and messes. Zest, dresses, and messes. That is the mantra of the summer. I have made myself quite the mess right now. Ugh. I feel like literally no one cares anyways. Like, no one's bothered. Nobody's offended. Who cares if you put extra effort into your outfit or your hair or your makeup? Who cares if you don't? Literally no one cares. So, if like me, you kind of sort of want to do it. You kind of sort of want to be a bit of a Barbie, maybe a bit of a diva. You want to be like those pictures you see on Pinterest. Now is the time. I'm not sure if any of what I just said resonated with you, or if it's more a me problem, but I feel like for most of my life, I've really truly kept myself small for a lot of reasons, probably mainly for fear of what other people would think of me if I truly was myself. But also, I feel like women, girls, females are really pushed to prioritize being liked over any other thing. And part of being liked is being small, not having any needs, always prioritizing other people and their comfort before your own. We're made to feel selfish or high maintenance or dramatic for expressing our needs, expressing our emotions, wanting our time to be our own. Like if we take our time to get ready for the day, that's high maintenance, that's type A. Heaven forbid you spend enough time to like really get yourself clean and dressed and feeling confident. And it's totally a double standard because women are also supposed to be beautiful. We're supposed to be beautiful, but we're not supposed to try to be beautiful. It's literally impossible. We have such impossible standards for women. Beauty standards, moral standards, professional standards, family standards. I have a big problem with people pleasing. And it's one of those things that is just so contrary. It feels like, how do I explain this? My form of people pleasing is done from a place of caring about others and wanting others to be comfortable and happy and well, and a genuine place of just wanting to do what's right for others. But it gets twisted into this unhealthy thing of, really when it comes down to it, just not being honest. You can't trust a people pleaser. A people pleaser will bend over backwards for you, even though they don't want to. And when that reaches an extreme, it turns into resentment. Like, oh, I have so many things going on and I'm so overwhelmed, but you need help moving? I'm gonna dedicate 2 days of my weekend to help you move. Totally prioritize you. That's not good for them, that's not good for me. If I do that, I'm not taking care of myself, and then when I'm helping my friend move, I feel resentful, I feel stressed, and it snowballs on itself into the week because I didn't take the time that I needed to rest, and I wasn't able to get my work done. I wasn't able to take care of myself, I wasn't able to take care of Landon or Vu. It took me until I was 25 to ask myself if I was comfortable in social situations. I would go into social situations completely focused on whoever I was with and their comfort level, or whether or not they were having a good time. And if my friend, whoever I was with, was having a good time, then everything was okay. And I never would ask myself, am I having a good time? Am I enjoying this person's company? Do I like this? Never. And it led to me being in a lot of situations that I didn't actually enjoy, or me having a lot of friends that weren't right for me. I was essentially lying to both of us by not being me, not prioritizing my own comfort and my own opinions and feelings. I was just raised to look outward for validation rather than inward, to trust other people's opinions and needs and feelings over my own. I lived in a perpetual state of gaslighting myself. I literally didn't know how to identify what discomfort felt like in my body because it had become my normal. And then when I started therapy and learned what discomfort felt like, I felt it all the time. All the time. It was the worst sort of wake-up call to realize that I was always uncomfortable and I was surrounded by people who were not good for me. And it was my fault. I led us there. I led in the lie that I had no needs. I created these friendships and these relationships in which I wasn't me. A lot of it was fear, like I said before, and a lot of it was not knowing any better. I didn't know how to be me. I think I've been on this journey of figuring out who I am, how to be me, how to be Morgan for the past 2 years. I think it's a lifelong journey. I think we're all on this same journey, but it's exhausting to not be yourself. And so many of us don't even know how to be ourselves. I don't think we're encouraged to be ourselves. I got all my clothes switched over, and I just spent the past few minutes making a mood board. I just added more pins. I like to use Pinterest to make mood boards, and I just added more pins to my 2025 mood board / vision board. And another one of my favorite ways to romanticize a season or to make the most of a season is to make a bucket list or a mood board. Basically, to have something that I can refer back to on a regular basis with ideas of ways I want to spend my time that specifically feel really good and exciting. Like, ideally, I look at this mood board or bucket list and I feel excited, not intimidated, not overwhelmed, not like I'm not doing enough. It's supposed to be fun. And I find it super helpful because it can be overwhelming. Like, okay, I have free time. What do I do with it? How do I spend my free time? That's something that I've run into quite often, actually. So I like having these things as a reference to be intentional about my time. And it feels so good. Like, I want to drink lots of lemon water this summer. That's simple and easy, and yet it's something that feels kind of luxurious when I do it. I want to try my hand at gardening in flower pots this year. We have a really lovely back deck, and I kind of want to fill it with pots of like strawberries and tomatoes and herbs, sweet peas. It would be a dream to have just like this edible garden on our back deck. I think that would be so nice. And then there are all the outfits. I want to wear the outfits. It'll be a good summer if I can spend lots of time outside. I think my number one priority will be to spend time outside. Groundbreaking, isn't it? That's a new idea. You haven't ever heard that one before, I know it. I feel ready and excited for the warmer months ahead. And I don't know if any of what I said made sense or resonated earlier, but basically, I just feel like I'm at this point in my life where I am tired of being shy. I'm tired of being small. I'm tired of just not having the confidence to be myself around other people. I feel pretty confident to be myself here, but out and about and with other people, I think I actually have quite a bit of social anxiety, and it's something I want to work through. And part of that is just first figuring out who I am and what I like, and then allowing myself to be and do those things. And I would love for you to join me on this, we'll call it, what do we call it? I'm open to ideas. Comment down below a good title for this summer in which all of us do our best to live a life that aligns with who we are. Maybe it's dream girl summer. Maybe it'll be our dream girl summer, where we finally become the girls of our dreams, the women of our dreams. Comment down below what you think this summer should be called for us and what specifically you're going to focus on to try to enjoy this summer. I'm excited for us. I feel very excited. Remember that you are more than worthy of your own time. Wear what you want to wear. Do what you want to do. Start prioritizing yourself. It isn't selfish. If you could do me the favor of liking this video and subscribing to my channel, and if you enjoyed this video, sharing it with someone, that would help me immensely. My channel's been stuck at 98,000 subscribers for months now, and so I was actually doing some research on how best to get out of a rut, because I feel like I'm in a YouTube rut and have been for about a year. And apparently likes and subscribes and view duration of videos actually do make a difference. So it would mean a lot to me if you could like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I generally post a video every other week, and if I've not posted a video to YouTube, I've most likely posted a video to Patreon. In fact, I'm working on a very fun behind the scenes project with Landon right now and vlogging it on my Patreon. All right. I love you, and I will see you again soon.